In the quiet realm of the ordinary, where our world exists untouched by spectral fears, an unsuspecting object resides, a carpet cleaner. You see it every day, innocuous and benign. But not tonight. Tonight, we step through the veil of reality to explore a tale that will transform this humble domestic device into an emblem of terror. Imagine being alone in your house on a chilling winter night, icy tendrils clawing at your windows, and a haunting silence drowning out all but your own heartbeat. The only companion you have is the monotonous hum of your trusted carpet cleaner, working tirelessly to erase the sins of soiled shoes and spilled wine. Suddenly, its rhythm changes, from comforting drone to sinister pulse, echoing through the silent corridors like whispers from another world. Or perhaps something closer. Your heart pounds in time with its unnerving beat as you're drawn towards it, inexplicably compelled by something more than mere curiosity. As you inch closer, it feels as if unseen eyes are watching. Can machines watch? This one can. It knows you're there even before you reach out to touch it. A cold shiver races down your spine when your fingers graze its surface. It's not just cold. It's freezing like death itself, and then silence. An unsettling quietude abruptly replaces the menacing hum that had filled your ears moments ago, leaving behind a void filled only with mounting dread. What happens next leaves sanity at the doorstep and ushers in pure fear. Remember, my friend, what appears mundane could be cloaked in horror, unveiled only under moon's ghostly glow. This isn't merely about cleaning carpets anymore. This is the carpet cleaner, a terrifying tale. Our journey begins here. Brace yourself for bone-chilling revelations that challenge everything you thought was safe in this world. Starting with something as ordinary yet terrifying as a carpet cleaner. Picture yourself in a quaint, comfortable home. It's the kind you've always dreamed of. A cozy fireplace, beautifully varnished hardwood floors, and plush carpets that welcome your tired feet with velvety warmth each time you step on them. Now, imagine those same carpets transforming from objects of comfort into grim harbingers of terror. I'm not talking about mites or allergens, no. This is something far more sinister, you see. It all begins with an ordinary carpet cleaner. Meet Jack Thompson, a regular guy like you and me. He had just moved to a charming old house in the suburbs of Chicago. The previous owners had left behind these luxurious Persian carpets that added an antique charm to the place, a perfect contrast to Jack's modern decor. One day, while cleaning his beloved rugs, he noticed an unusual stain that wouldn't come off, no matter what he did or which product he used. The stubborn mark stood its ground defiantly, frustrated yet intrigued by this anomaly. Jack decided to purchase a high-powered carpet cleaner, one boasting unmatched potency in its glossy advertisement. Weeks turned into months as Jack became increasingly obsessed with removing the stubborn stain lurking within his carpet's fibers. His obsession grew so intense that he began waking up at odd hours just to scrub vigorously at the persistent blotch under dim lamplight. His friends noticed his distraction during their weekend get-togethers, how he would abruptly stop mid-conversation upon spotting another tiny spot on his precious rug and rush to attack it aggressively with his trusted device. Soon strange things began happening around him. Furniture moving slightly from their places. Overnight, faint whispers heard when alone at night. Chilling cold spots appearing randomly inside rooms, and worst of all, those stains, they started growing bigger. Jack could swear there was something alive trapped inside those spots. Every time he tried cleaning them away, they would reappear larger and darker as if to mock his futile attempts. The carpet cleaner? once a symbol of hope for Jack, had quickly turned into the harbinger of his doom. Unknowingly, he'd invited something sinister into his home, something that thrived on his fear and obsession, from comfort to terror, from ordinary to terrifying. Such is the tale of Jack and his cursed carpet cleaner, a chilling reminder that even in our mundane routines, unseen terrors could be lurking around us. So next time you decide to scrub away at your carpet, remember, not all stains are meant to be cleaned. Some are left better untouched. Imagine, if you will, a quiet suburban house on a sunny afternoon, the kind of place where not much happens out of the ordinary, you know. Picture yourself there as the protagonist of our story, an unsuspecting carpet cleaner armed with nothing but your trusty vacuum and stain remover. One day you're called to clean a particularly nasty spot on an old Persian rug in that quiet suburban home, a red blotch, ominously similar to blood but dismissed as mere wine spillage by the homeowner. It's stubborn and refuses to budge despite your best efforts. As you scrub harder, something strange begins to happen. A creeping sense of dread envelops you. The room grows colder. Your heart beats faster. You see, this isn't just any ordinary stain. It's a mark left behind from a forgotten terror that once occurred in that very room. The more you try to cleanse it away, the stronger its energy becomes, until it consumes your every thought. The echoes of screams fill your ears, while visions of unimaginable horror flood your mind. Shadowy figures moving in peripheral vision, whispers coming from empty rooms, objects moving on their own accord. Suddenly cleaning carpets doesn't seem so mundane anymore, does it? As these terrifying images become more vivid and intense, reality blurs into nightmare, making it impossible for you to tell where one begins and the other ends. Suddenly there is silence, all-consuming silence. You look down only to find the stain has vanished without any trace. But something feels off. Every instinct warns you that whatever was trapped within that stain is now free, roaming around looking for its next victim. What would have happened if, instead of trying hard to erase history's marks, we had chosen to respect them? Or, better yet, leave them be? Aha! Nation? Would we then have saved ourselves from unleashing horrors better left untouched? So remember this chilling tale next time before diving headfirst into seemingly harmless tasks. Because it's not always what you see that should scare you. It's what you don't, and the next time you find a stubborn stain on a carpet, ask yourself this: do you really want to know its story? Or is it better left untouched? In the end, we're all just trying to navigate through this world as best we can, with our vacuums and stain removers in hand. But always remember, not every mystery yearns for a solution. Some secrets are safer kept buried deep within the fibers of an old Persian rug. And so, my friend, we delve deeper into our harrowing tale of the carpet cleaner. You must keep in mind that this is not just a story about removing stubborn stains or breathing new life into old rugs. Oh no, it's far more sinister than that. Imagine now our humble carpet cleaner. Named John for the sake of our tale, he was a man dedicated to his craft. His hands bore calluses from years of grueling work, and his eyes held an uncanny ability to discern the tiniest speck of dirt hidden within a sea of intricate patterns and colors. One fateful day, he was summoned to clean an antique Persian rug at an old mansion on Hollow Street, a place where whispers of ghostly apparitions and unsolved mysteries were as common as the cobwebs adorning its forsaken walls. John arrived with his tools, vacuum, stain remover, and an unwavering resolve to tackle whatever lay before him. But even he could not ignore the chill that ran down his spine as he unrolled the ancient rug. Its crimson threads woven into patterns depicting strange creatures locked in eternal battle. As he began cleaning it meticulously, something peculiar happened. Each stroke seemed to reveal more disturbing images within its weave. Faces twisted in agony or perhaps ecstasy. It was hard to tell. Beasts unlike any known on earth, tangled amidst ornate symbols whose meanings were lost in time. But being a practical man, John cast aside these eerie feelings, attributing them merely to tricks played by tired eyes and overactive imagination fueled by local legends. That is until one night when everything changed. After hours spent laboring over the rug, John finally decided to call it a day. As he turned off his lights, leaving only the moonlight filtering through grimy windows for illumination, he saw something that froze his blood. Figures from the rug seemed alive under this ethereal glow. The beasts roared silently, their eyes glowing like fiery embers, and the faces, they were laughing or crying. He couldn't tell which. John was a man of logic and reason, but that night he ran from the mansion, leaving behind his tools and the cursed rug. He never returned to Hollow Street, nor did he ever clean another Persian rug. And so, dear listener, remember this tale when you next look at an old carpet. Remember that beneath its worn threads may lie secrets best left untouched. Mysteries that do not yearn for revelation, but prefer to dwell in shadows, undisturbed. For sometimes, some stains are meant not to be removed. Your heart pulses in your ears as you crouch before the aged carpet, the cleaning tools gripped tightly in your trembling hands. You've cleaned countless carpets before, scraped away mud and wine and coffee stains with a sense of satisfaction. But this is different. The stain on this carpet isn't just dark. It's pitch black and seems to absorb all light that dares approach it. You're not a superstitious person. You've always believed in science, in things that can be measured and explained, but something about this stain makes your rational mind falter. It's unnerving how it clings onto the once vibrant threads of the carpet, like an insidious shadow refusing to let go at dawn. Carpet cleaning is a job, you remind yourself sternly, dismissing creeping thoughts of fear as mere figments of imagination. But even as you kneel down to begin work on the stubborn stain, a chill runs down your spine. The first touch sends shivers through your gloved fingers. Its icy coldness hangs heavy like dread itself, as if waking from an ancient slumber. The darkness stirs beneath your touch, expanding ever so slightly against the worn fabric. You feel compelled to continue despite every instinct screaming at you to step back. Your hand moves mechanically over the spot with circular motions. Brush strokes filled with silent prayers for an end, for some semblance of normality to return. With each passing second and each scrubbing motion, strange whispers seem to rise from within the very fibers themselves, haunting echoes rebounding off age-old walls around you. Tales perhaps best left untold, unfolding in hushed undertones, only half understood yet chillingly clear. Then suddenly it happens. The darkness seeping into surrounding threads recedes, but not without leaving behind another terrifying tale chiseled deep into those coarse bristles, imprints far more potent than any earthly substance. The carpet cleaner you are is nothing more than a mere spectator to the horrors now unfolding. The stain has morphed from an innocent blotch into a monstrous abyss that seems to feed off your fear, growing wider and deeper with each passing moment. Yet there's no going back now, is there? You're in too deep, bound by the spell of this terrifying tale, spun by the threads of an old carpet. And as you stand on this precipice of discovery and dread, one thing becomes chillingly clear. Carpet cleaning will never be just a job for you again. It's turned into a journey through time and terror, where hidden stains tell tales far darker than any horror story ever could. As you delve deeper into the world of carpet cleaning, it's almost as if you've stepped into another realm. Each stain represents an untold story, a whisper from a past life caught in the fibers beneath your feet. You're no longer just a cleaner. You've become an archaeologist of sorts, unearthing tales of dread and despair hidden deep within these everyday objects. Imagine this. You arrive at a house, stepping on plush white carpeting that seems untouched, but under the light of your UV torch, it's like stepping straight onto the of some macabre nightmare. The once pristine canvas is marred with dark patches and blotches, each one holding its own gruesome secret, each one begging to be deciphered by someone brave enough. One particular spot catches your attention, larger than most and shaped peculiarly. A chill crawls up your spine as realization dawns upon you. It's undeniably human-shaped, complete with outstretched arms and legs sprawled across the floor. Your heart pounds in your chest as images race through your mind. Dramatic struggles, desperate cries for help, or perhaps something far more sinister. And yet, despite this paralyzing fear gnawing at you, there's also an oddly compelling pull towards uncovering exactly what transpired here, akin to that morbid curiosity that draws our eyes to roadside accidents, or our ears to whispers about neighborhood scandals. You start working meticulously, focusing intently on every stroke of your cleaning brush against those stubborn stains. Sweat trickles down your forehead, not because of physical exertion but due to anticipation, mixed with trepidation, each swipe revealing new hints about this terrifying tale, spun by dirt and grime. The work is hard, harder than any job should be, but something keeps pushing you forward. Something far stronger than professional duty or financial gain. An insatiable quest for truth, maybe? Or perhaps the thrill of tracing fear itself. As you scrub away the last remnants of that dreadful shadow, you can't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. Not because the carpet now looks as good as new, but because in your own unique way, you've offered closure to a story that would otherwise remain buried and forgotten. And so continues your chilling journey through the world of carpet cleaning, where every stain is an echo from a past life, and each echo is a terrifying tale waiting to be told. It's far more than just a job now. It's become an exploration into the abyss of human nature. So tell me, are you ready for your next appointment? You sit comfortably on your couch, the soft murmur of television filling the silence. Your mind wanders back to that strange carpet cleaner. He had an eerie aura about him. His eyes spoke volumes more than his words ever did. The mysterious stains on your carpet, the ones you'd been trying so hard to erase from existence, didn't seem to faze him at all. He arrived promptly and began work without a word. His tools were outdated. It was as if they belonged in another era entirely. Yet he moved with such deft precision that you couldn't help but watch in awe. Your curiosity got the better of you. What was his story? You decided to engage him in conversation, hoping to unravel some of this stranger's enigma, however. Each attempt at small talk only resulted in vague one-word answers or just plain silence as he scrubbed away at those stubborn stains. It struck you, a peculiar detail about our man here. No ring on his finger. A man of his age would typically have a family waiting for him back home after a long day's work, while these thoughts filled your mind. The carpet cleaner continued working away unperturbed, diligently picking up every last speck of dirt and grime lodged within the fibers beneath him. His gaze remained fixated on his task, except for occasional glances towards one particular corner. There lay an old armchair housing countless memories and secrets over time. Now just another piece of furniture gathering dust since Grandma passed away. Suddenly, he stopped working abruptly, cold sweat trickling down his brow as if he'd seen a ghost or something even worse. A past memory, perhaps. His hands trembled slightly but quickly regained composure before resuming work with even more fervor than before. You watched as he finished cleaning up every inch of your carpet and packing up his antiquated equipment in record time. Just as suddenly as he appeared, he vanished, the door closed behind him, leaving an eerie silence in his wake. You looked down at your now spotless carpet. It was as if those disturbing stains had never existed. The night drew in and a shiver ran down your spine. Who was this man? What is his story? And most importantly, why did the mere mention of that old armchair send him into such a frenzy? As these questions swirled around in your mind, one thing became crystal clear. The tale of the carpet cleaner was far from over. It was just beginning to unfold. So here we are, at the ending of our terrifying tale about the carpet cleaner. But remember, dear listener, it's not just a story of fear or horror. It's an exploration into the human psyche and its capacity to manifest darkness from seemingly mundane objects. The carpet cleaner wasn't inherently sinister. Rather, it was our protagonist's perceptions that twisted it into something grotesque. Can you see now how easily reality can warp? How quickly your everyday life can turn eerie?